Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play MediEvil 2 for Sony PlayStation 1. We made our way through a little bit of the museum in the first video, and now we need to go after that dinosaur skeleton, because that thing will be causing havoc as long as it is in the museum and is alive while in there. So as soon as you go through this door, cutscene. And from here, we need to avoid the skeleton and go through this door. This will get us to the top level. Also, we need to go get this gold. And we need to go check out what the skiv has, which is pistol ammo. I'm going to go ahead and fill up completely on pistol ammo because I'm going to need it later. And of course, we don't necessarily need to do this. We can also read this book as well. Dinosaur display. Recent advances in technology have allowed us to accurately rebuild these great beasts for the first time. Many of these giant creatures stood as tall as a house. Their brains were small and weak, and had to be protected by large bony bonce plates. So, plates in the skull kept them from hurting themselves whenever they rammed into anything. And from here, we need to play the waiting game. We need to make sure that we are not directly across from the dinosaur skeleton when it looks at us, when it tries to get us from the top level like that. And we also want to make sure that the rocks that it causes to come down from the ceiling do not hit us. Eventually, this will happen. Two tiny skeletons will show up. We want to avoid them. And we want to climb up the tail. I said we need to climb up the tail. What in the world? I did not know you could do that! Oh man, glitch anyone? Oh man. Oh, that was neat. Okay, let's heal up and try this again. I did not expect that to happen. So anyway, you want to go up the tail? And you want to go all the way up to the head. You want to just carefully walk up to the top of the head, and you want to destroy that flashing thing. That is this weak point. 2 hits will do this in, but it won't be over yet. And thankfully there is a healing fountain up here in case you need it. Thankfully the rocks have shadows too. I did not know you could do that. Like, I never thought in a million years that that was a possibility. That you could just get knocked up to the top like that. I thought he was going to do the thing again. You have to wait until he causes those red lights to come out of his head before you can go down there and hit him. I really thought he was going to do it then, but nope. Now he does. Also, don't jump off, just walk off. And make sure you go all the way up the head and up to that thing before you hit it. And now, this thing is not done yet. We have a second form to deal with. Okay, this thing's flying around now. Whoa. Okay, we obviously want to avoid that. And we want to go up to the top area and stay there. We also need to switch to the pistol. Anyway, we do want to run away. That way we don't get fried. Do want to heal up a little bit, just to be safe. And eventually, this thing will come out at a different angle other than... Okay, there we go. Yeah, eventually this thing will cause the red lights to come out of his head again. When that happens, you want to face the dinosaur skeleton that is now flying around and shoot at it. You want to make sure that the little green target light that's currently following us around as we run away from the flame breath is on the dinosaur's skull. That way, you know you're shooting at it. Something tells me this will not be the last gun that we get. And after about 2 cycles minimum, you should be able to take this thing down once and for all. I'm not quite sure what kind of dinosaur this is supposed to be, because it seems to have like the head of a Triceratops and the body of virtually anything that isn't a Triceratops. But now, we can go down here and collect our first life bottle. Yes, these things do come back from the first game. And we now have 600 HP instead of 300. This is the first we'll pick up, definitely not the last. Also, where is that healing fountain? Because we should... Yeah, the one with the door with the healing fountain above it is the one where you need to go through. I'm going to switch to the sword here and get out of this level. The Professor's Lab. This is the map for the game. This is where you'll go to all the other areas and also get all of the things that you will need, all the weapons that you will need for your journey. This is not only just the map screen, this is also the Hall of Heroes for this game. And there are 3 tiles that you can walk, that you can step on. This one lets you select the level you want to play. This one lets you talk to the professor. And this one here to the right is where you turn your chalices in. Let's go ahead and talk to the professor.
Ah, well done, Winston. I see you managed to find him after all. Fortescue, pleased to meet you. I should imagine that you are a little nonplussed as to what exactly is going on, eh? Well, allow me to introduce myself. Professor Hamilton Kift, magician, inventor, and master of the occult at your service. If you're wondering what you're doing once again walking the earth, it appears that someone has got their hands on the legendary Zarok spellbook.
Zarok? Oh, no.
Well, people like myself have been searching for that book for centuries. The power within its pages, oh. Well, last year certain pieces of the book turned up, and this is the result. Total chaos. First, we have to find the extent of the damage, don't we? I myself am imprisoned in this god-awful pit without any power. Top priority is to get this place into suitable shape to start waging a little guerrilla war. Has Winston told you about collecting magic? He has. Oh, good, good. Well, off you go then. Select where you want to go on the projector over here. Also, if you collect the chalice, I should be able to reward you with a new weapon. You can collect this off me here.
And we have met Professor Hamilton Kift, aka the Professor. I will just call him the Professor from here on in. And it turns out that somebody does have the evil magician Zarok's spellbook and is raising havoc across London with it. Obviously, we need to find out who has it and get it back. Also, we have a chalice that we need to turn in.
Cane stick, sir? No modern knight should be seen without one.
Now, this cane seems like a rather useless weapon. Wrong button. Especially when pressing X with it just makes you stab forward. But if you hold square button, not only will you not just swing the cane around like a weak power strike with the short sword, but You can also shoot magic out of it. This will let you attack multiple enemies at once, which is going to be very, very good to have. This may prove useful. And from here, we can go ahead and check out the maps. Now here, we can see which levels have a chalice and which ones do not. We can also get briefings on the missions that we are about to do. Also, if we forgot the chalice for the museum, we can go back to get it, though we don't necessarily have to because we've already gotten it. And we could enter Kensington, but we can also get a mission briefing for this level as well to see what we're doing.
From what I can work out, this is the epicenter of the blast. Look around, Fortescue, collect as much magic as possible, and see if you can work out who's behind this terrible state of affairs.
And from here we can go back. Is there any way to talk to the professor from back here? Well, you can stab him, but that's not necessarily what I wanted to do. Is there a shorthand way of saving your game? I doubt that there is, and if there was, that wouldn't be the way to it, obviously. Never really took the time to look around here. And we can't really talk to the professor from here, so we might as well enter the level. And this will be our way of saving our progress. Now, we enter the level. Do we automatically enter upon file save? We do. So, apparently we need to enter a level in order to save our game. Or can we? Let's go ahead and exit the level. And if there is no other way to do this, then more than likely I will have to find another way to save.
Well done, Winston.
Oh, and we can just talk to the professor again to get our last cutscene in case we've forgotten what we need to do. Game settings. Doesn't look like we'll be able to save our game manually at this screen, unfortunately. So, if we are to save, we have to enter a level first. Rather than... Well, maybe we could save if we exited the level too, but... Well... For now, it looks like we'll have to enter a level if we want to save our game. And we will eventually go to Kensington, but that will have to wait until the next video. Join me next time where we head to Kensington and see what is going on regarding Xerox Spellbook. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!